thank Michael and Annette for letting me come out here and play for you. So this is the first time that I've actually played through a entire 2 sets of songs by myself. And it's a bit of a journey that I've been on. I guess you're kind of on these journeys for your whole life, but it's been a bit of a sprint, I would say, the last 2 years with learning how to play guitar better and writing songs. So I'm going to take you through a bit of a journey of that songwriting. But before I do that, I want us just to acknowledge where we are. We're so lucky to be here on the West Coast, and here particularly in the place of the Coast Salish peoples, which is a group of many language groups that inhabit these areas for many hundreds of years. And when I look around, you know, I'm so thankful to be here, and I can just imagine like how absolutely amazing it must have been before the trees came down. But we get a sense of some of those big trees sometimes, and it's wonderful. And this is really a lovely setting here. So I just want to acknowledge that. And I actually have a song later on my second set that speaks a little bit to that. I have the great privilege of working for this wonderful community. I actually live in Victoria, but I'm here at least once or twice a month. And so I get a good sense of this island and the people that are here. And I think what I'd really like to do is celebrate, community, this community, other communities, because really that's what we're all here for. We're all here to connect, and that's how we get through the crazy. So this first song that I'm gonna sing for you is an original. So my first set, I've got 3 covers, 3 originals. The covers are in there because they speak to my journey as a songwriter a little bit. This first one was inspired by, I like to ride my bike out to Souk along the Galloping Goose Trail. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that trail. It does go out quite a fair bit, like it does get a bit remote. And so at one point I saw this big pile of bear poo, and I was like, okay, so I resorted to my friend's bear repellent song, which happens to be a Billy Bragg song. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Billy Bragg, but he's a singer in England, and he sort of raises the voices, I would say, of those whose voices aren't heard. So I've always appreciated him. So I started singing this song, and then I was like, I wonder if I started seeing people, and I kept singing the song, and I thought, well, what if there was some kind of message in what I was singing? That would be kind of cool. So that inspired this song. It's called Passing on the Left. There's a little bit of a double entendre there. Through this lattice of shadow and light, riding down past that lead out of sight, I sing out for 2 people to lead the way, thinking about a message in what I have to say. And I'm wondering if there'll be change in the streets that will match the songs and heartbeats of people who just want their needs to be met. This isn't something that's been realized yet. So I'm passing on the left where we can stand tall in the heart of the struggle for the rights of all, in the light of dawn where the future lies. Let's pass left where hope will rise. On the left you will find me, left is where I'll be. On the left, please yield left. On the left you will find me, on the left is where I'll be. On the left, please yield left. wheels of my bike move over fallen leaves. I wonder how long I can believe that we will live under predictable skies, and the children of this world will continue to thrive. Is there a future where no one's left behind? The pathway there seems hard to find, but we can use forward through day and night, skirting round obstacles on the ride. So I'm passing on the left where we can stand tall in the heart of the struggle for the rights of all, in the light of dawn where the future lies. Let's pass left where hope will rise. You will find me on the left is where I'll be. On the left, please yield left. On the left you will find me. On the left is where I'll be. On the left, please yield left. Yeah, so that's my first that one that I wrote, and I also inspired by a friend of mine who's a songwriter, Marina. Check her out on Bandcamp. She's amazing. And I happened to have ridden my bike and then saw her play perform that night, and then the song came out. So my next song is a cover. It's by. His band is called Passenger. His name is Michael, and I can't remember his last name. And you might have heard some Passenger songs. They're popular. This one is, you might have heard it, but it's not quite as popular. I actually met him at the Vancouver Island Music Festival, which is a festival that I go to every year. And it's one of these festivals where the musicians just sort of hang out. So I was hanging out with him in the food lineup. And I said, you said some of your songs made me cry. And he said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, it's all good. Anyway, this is a song I played with my band that lasted a whole entire weekend. My band, we had a rehearsal, and then we were like the pre-act to the pre-act to the pre-act, and then the band broke apart. So anyway, we're still friends. It's called I See Love. Yes, I love this song. It's, if everybody could feel this way, I think we'd have a great world. Well, we'll roll down dirty old windows, sing with our eyes closed, belt out the high note, and we'll go down to the beach where the wind blows. We'll throw off our old clothes, and we'll dance with our eyes closed, 'cause I see love. See love when I close my eyes, and I see love. See love when I close my eyes. Yeah, we'll watch the stars glow and the flames burn the wood slow, playing games with our shadows till all four of our eyes close. And darling, we'll sleep tight with no blankets or pillows, like the wind in the willows, and we'll dream with our eyes closed, 'cause I see love. See love when I close my eyes, and I see love. See love when I close my vultures and black crows perching on signposts, circling like ghosts. Just keep our eyes closed. Thank you. Thank you for that. So moving on, onto the songs, the cover songs. So this song, this is a song by Sinead O'Connor, and I credit this song for really getting me to really focus on singing and playing. So Sinead O'Connor died 2 years ago. When she died, I started listening to her music again. I listened to it a lot in the late 80s, early 90s. And this song, Black Boys on Mopeds, came on, and it just, I remember it, and I used to like it a lot, but it hit me in a way like that it hadn't hit me before. And I don't know if you've experienced this, where you listen to music that you haven't listened to for decades, and your life changes, and the way that you feel the song is a lot different. So, I at this point I'd had, a couple of kids and all the things. So, and my dad's from England, so I could really relate to the lyrics around the glorification of England as well, and but then the realities of some of the challenging things. And the story in the song is about a young black boy who was chased by police when he was on a moped. They thought he had stolen, and in that process, he died. This is the saddest song in the set, so so it's all better. It comes out from here, but it's important. Yeah. Anyways, it's important. Like I said, I'm taking you through this little journey. So, this is Black Boys on Mopeds. Margaret Thatcher on TV, struck by the deaths that took place in Beijing. Seems strange that she would feel offended. The same orders were given by her. I've said this before now. You said I was childish, and you'll say it now. Remember what I told you. If they hated me, they will hate you. England's not the magical land of Madame George and Roses. It's the home where police kill black boys on mopeds and love my boy, and that's why I'm leaving. I don't want him to believe that there's any such thing as grieving. Young mother down at Smithfield, 5 a.m. looking for food for her kids. In her arms she holds 3 small babies, and the first words they learned was please. These are dangerous days. Say what you feel is to dig your own grave. Remember what they told you. If you're of this world, they will love you. England's not the magical land of Madame George and Roses. It's a home where I'm gonna play a song that pairs very well with that song. It comes from the same, from a female artist from the same region of the world, Britain. This is a contemporary artist. Her name is Grace Petrie, and she's actually very influenced by Billy Bragg. So her songs are of the same nature, sort of, talking about the things that happen in this world, the bad things and the good things, and really, a lot of her songs have a real element of hope and encouragement for us to dig in and do our part. So I've been following her for quite a while, and then we saw her at the Vancouver Island Music Festival. And actually, we met her there and got chatting, and it turned out she had a bit of time in between her gigs, at that festival and at the Vancouver Festival. And so our friend Scott, my former bandmate that weekend of band, him and his partner, they put on house concerts, and so and they just purchased 80 chairs for their backyard. So we were like, hey, do you think we could offer a gig for Grace and see if she'd do it? She's an international, folk singer. Anyways, they were like, yeah, sure, why not? They happened to have imbibed quite heavily that day, but we took them on their word, and Grace said yes, and we sold out 80 tickets in the summertime, and then she came back in November, and then again. But this time at the Langham Court Theatre, bigger venue, twice as many tickets. So who knows? Next time she comes back, we'll put an ad in the Sounder so you can all come out and see her. Anyways, this is one of my favorite songs by her. It's called Losing Side, and it's also about an incident in England and police stuff. But it's got a hopeful note. Up in flames, came here begging justice, but still we got the blame. Peace disturbed out in the streets tonight. Watching from the BBC, you know that things aren't right when mourners come with candles and with flowers. I'll wrestle 3-1 and put down by the state's powers. This is their world, and these have been their rules. We have come to break them down with bloody fingernails for tools. This threat of violence, this tightrope wire, we'll no longer bear it, we are all too fucking tired. No minute silence, we'll sing higher. Don't tell us to light a candle when we've come to set a fire. Lay me down knowing that I've tried. There's a better world on a quiet day. If I hold my breath, I can hear her say, she's on her way. She's on her way. Safe at home, you watch it on TV. Never thinking one day you could be the enemy. One day you could be under attack. All that could protect you, thinking someone's got your back. History books are screaming from the shelves. And no government that outlaws speaking to defend ourselves has good things planned. A storm ahead I see. We'll no longer bear it without solidarity. Trouble all my days, ailing, failing worlds and signs of fire, flood and plague. But through the rubble, through the rain, mightiest of cathedrals, through these ashes we will reign. If I spend my life on the losing side, you can lay me down knowing that I've tried. There's a better world on a quiet day. If I hold my breath, I can hear her say, take heart, my sister, this fire will never burn. Take heart, my comrade, no one left behind. If I spend my life on the losing side, you can lay me down knowing that I've tried. There's a better world, and on a quiet day, if I hold my breath, I can hear her say, she's on her way. Ooh. Grace Peachy, you can check her out, iTunes, all the things. Okay, it's getting warm up here. I mean, maybe not for you, but you know, it's interesting. It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday!
I have this thing where I like to challenge myself on my birthday, and it's usually they're usually physical challenges. Okay, Marina's in the house. Woo! Hi guys! Oh my God, you guys made it! Wow. So anyways, these my friends just arrived, so I'm quite excited. Sorry to put you on the spot there. So this is my challenge this year for my birthday. But I was gonna say, like, for my 50th birthday, I ran 50 kilometers from Ucluelet to Fino, and so that felt like a big challenge. But this one also took some training as well. So and like, I should take a drink actually, because
You should.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a story. This next song has a story, and this is the whole Grace Peachy, Billy Bragg connection story. And then I wrote a song. So Grace came this summer. Then Billy Bragg had a concert in September, and he hasn't had one in Vancouver in BC for a long time. He was going to have one in COVID, and then it didn't happen. So I had tickets long ahead of time, back in November. And so went to the Billy Bragg concert, and it was amazing. We had we were standing up at the front Commodore in Vancouver, and so he at the end of the show we sort of met these couple of young people, and they were like, hey, we should go around the back and like wait for him, because apparently he likes to hang out with his fans. He likes to chat with them, and we were like, okay, I guess so. You know, so we're hanging out, and you know, he was my very first concert when I was 17 at Vancouver Folk Music Festival. Climbed the fence in the rain. Anyways, I did admit that to him when we did get a chance to chat. So he came out after we waited for a little while, and he loved the guy, and so we all talked about, you know, the concerts we went to and saw him, and all the things, and then he, as he turned to go away, I said, keep doing what you do. And he turned back around, and he looked me in the eyes, he held onto my arms, and he said, you keep doing what you do to make this world a better place. I'm just a musician. You're all doing the real work. So that, I was like, oh my God, he just gave me some song lyrics. So that was like heavy pressure. I put all this pressure on me. Anyways, after some weeks, I started to put something together. And then Grace came back, and Grace performed the night after the U.S. election. So it was a really amazing opportunity for people to get together and be together, and, you know, not be at home rocking, crying, fetal position, or whatever, right? So I did. I finished it after that, and so you might hear that part. It's called "Do What You Do." As the colors in the sky greet the sun, the Memory of words shared lingers on well beyond the moment after the show as he turned to go. I said, keep doing what you do. I said, keep doing what you do. He said, you keep doing what you do. Better world depends on you to keep doing what you do, what you do. When the weight of politics feels unreal, it's important to remember how it feels to share moments, words, time and space that move us beyond the challenges we face. So we can keep doing what we do. We can keep doing what we do. We can keep on pushing through, because a better world is always in you. So keep doing what you do, what you do. Across the border he nurses a dying man while she's doing all that she can to challenge laws that get in the way of realizing brighter days. The election's over, the future's on trial as oceans rise inch by inch, mile by mile, and could take a lot of grace to help move you out of that darker place. But if what you do helps someone through, if what you do pushes changes through, if what you do teaches something true, then keep doing what you do, what you do. In cafes and quiet classrooms, lessons in life cut through the gloom. In their young faces inspiration is found, lifting community onto higher ground. Life's a dance into a future we don't know. It spins us around and then it's gonna let go. Each new dawn is a chance to take flight. Join the dance into a fading light. So if what you do helps someone through, if what you do pushes changes through, if what you do teaches something true, then keep doing what you do.